Every stage of sleep explained. Light sleep. Light sleep is usually the first stage your body enters after you close your eyes and begin relaxing. This stage acts like the transition zone between full consciousness and actual sleep. Your brain starts slowly disconnecting from the outside world, but not completely. You can still notice sounds, movement, light changes, or someone opening a snack wrapper with the subtlety of a home invasion. During light sleep, brain activity begins slowing down, muscles start relaxing, breathing becomes calmer, and heart rate gradually decreases. The body is basically preparing to hand control over to deeper recovery systems. Even though you are technically asleep, waking up during this stage is still very easy because the brain hasn't fully committed to shutting the world out yet. It's the "I'm asleep but also somehow aware my phone vibrated from another dimension" stage. This is also where sudden muscle jerks or falling sensations commonly happen. Scientists believe these jerks occur because parts of the nervous system are still partially active while the muscles begin rapidly relaxing. So your brain basically panics for half a second and goes, "Wait, are we dying?" No, you're just unconscious. Calm down. Light sleep may seem less important than deep sleep or dreaming, but it actually makes up a large portion of total sleep throughout the night. It acts as the gateway that smoothly transitions the brain into deeper and more restorative stages. Without light sleep, the brain would shift into deep sleep with the grace of a folding chair collapsing at a barbecue. Deep sleep. Deep sleep is one of the most important stages of the entire sleep cycle because this is where the body performs most of its physical recovery and restoration. If sleep had departments, deep sleep would be the exhausted overnight repair crew trying to keep the entire building from falling apart while consciousness is temporarily unavailable. During deep sleep, brain waves become much slower, awareness of the outside world drops dramatically, and muscles relax even further. The body enters an intense repair state. Damaged tissues begin healing, muscles recover from movement and stress accumulated during the day, and energy supplies start replenishing themselves. This stage is also strongly connected to the release of growth hormones, which are important for childhood development, physical recovery, muscle growth, and tissue repair. Your immune system becomes especially active during deep sleep as well, helping the body strengthen defenses against illness and infection, which is nice because apparently even your immune cells need scheduled maintenance windows. Deep sleep is also the hardest stage to wake someone from. If a person suddenly wakes up during deep sleep, they often feel mentally foggy, disoriented, slow, or unusually exhausted for several minutes afterward. That miserable state where you stare at the wall questioning existence after an alarm clock goes off? Congratulations, your brain was dragged out of repair mode before the update finished installing. Scientists also believe deep sleep plays an important role in cleaning waste products from the brain. Fluids move through brain tissue during this stage, helping remove substances that build up while awake. So while you're unconscious and snoring like a tranquilized chainsaw, your brain janitors are pressure washing neurological garbage in the background. Because of all these functions, researchers consider deep sleep essential for both physical health and long-term brain function. REM sleep. REM stands for rapid eye movement, and it is one of the most fascinating stages of sleep. During REM sleep, brain activity becomes highly active, sometimes looking similar to the brain while awake. This stage is strongly connected to vivid dreaming. The eyes move rapidly beneath closed eyelids while the brain creates dreams filled with emotions, memories, and bizarre experiences. One minute your brain is processing emotions, the next minute your math teacher becomes a goose. Human consciousness is barely supervised. During REM sleep, emotional and visual brain regions become highly active while logical reasoning becomes less active. That's why impossible dream situations somehow feel normal. Most muscles also become temporarily paralyzed during REM sleep. Scientists believe this prevents people from physically acting out dreams. Without it, humans would spend the night accidentally fighting invisible enemies. REM sleep is closely linked to memory, learning, creativity, and emotional processing. Researchers believe the brain uses this stage to organize information and process experiences from the day. Sleep cycles. Sleep happens in repeating cycles throughout the night instead of one continuous process. Each cycle lasts around 90 minutes and includes light sleep, deep sleep, and REM sleep. Earlier cycles contain more deep sleep because the body prioritizes physical recovery first. Later cycles contain more REM sleep supporting memory, emotions, and dreaming. When sleep becomes interrupted too often, these cycles may not complete properly. Even spending many hours in bed can still leave someone exhausted if the brain never finishes the stages it needs. So yes, waking up every 20 minutes to check your phone still damages sleep quality. Your brain cannot recover properly while being treated like a 24-hour customer support employee. Brain activity during sleep. The brain does not shut down during sleep. It remains highly active processing information, strengthening memories, reorganizing neural connections, and regulating emotions. Scientists sometimes compare sleep to overnight maintenance on a computer system, which feels accurate considering humans also become unstable and emotionally dramatic when deprived of updates. Sleep helps strengthen learning and memory by reinforcing important neural pathways. Emotional experiences are also processed during sleep, helping regulate mood and stress. Without enough sleep, concentration weakens, reaction speed slows, and decision-making becomes less effective. In simpler terms, sleep deprivation turns the human brain into an exhausted goblin with terrible judgment. Body recovery. During sleep is one of the body's main recovery periods. During sleep, muscles repair themselves, cells regenerate, inflammation decreases, and hormone systems rebalance. The immune and cardiovascular systems also benefit because the body uses sleep to strengthen defenses and recover from daytime activity. Researchers have found that poor sleep also affects metabolism, appetite, and energy balance, which explains why exhausted humans suddenly crave food like raccoons digging through gas station dumpsters at midnight. Without enough healthy sleep, many of the body's recovery systems become less efficient over time. Dreams. Dreams remain one of the least understood parts of human biology because scientists still do not fully know why they happen. Most dreams occur during REM sleep when the brain becomes highly active while the body remains temporarily paralyzed. Dreams may contain memories, fears, emotions, or completely imaginary situations created by the brain combining information together. Dreams often feel realistic because emotional brain regions remain active while logical reasoning becomes less active. Yes, my childhood dog is driving a bus through the ocean. The sleeping brain accepts this immediately. Sleep paralysis. Sleep paralysis happens when the brain wakes up before the body fully exits REM sleep. A person becomes mentally awake while remaining temporarily unable to move. People may experience fear, pressure on the chest, hallucinations, or the feeling that someone is nearby. Because parts of the dreaming brain may still be active, these hallucinations can feel extremely realistic. Humanity experienced one nervous system glitch and immediately invented demons. Although frightening, sleep paralysis is generally harmless and usually lasts only a short time. Lucid dreaming. Lucid dreaming is a type of dream where a person becomes aware they are dreaming while the dream is still happening. In some cases, people can even influence parts of the dream once they realize they are asleep. Lucid dreaming usually occurs during REM sleep because this stage contains vivid brain activity associated with dreaming. Researchers study lucid dreaming because it provides insight into consciousness and how the brain creates dream experiences. Your brain basically becomes self-aware inside its own hallucination. Sleep deprivation. Sleep deprivation happens when the body does not receive enough healthy sleep for proper recovery and function. Even small amounts of sleep loss can weaken concentration, memory, reaction time, and emotional stability. Long-term sleep deprivation affects nearly every major system in the body, including the brain, immune system, metabolism, and cardiovascular system. Exhausted people often experience poor judgment, slower thinking, mood problems, and reduced coordination. Modern society treats sleep like an optional side quest instead of basic biological maintenance. Predictably, humans are not handling this well. Circadian rhythm. Circadian rhythm is the body's internal biological clock that controls when you naturally feel awake or sleepy throughout the day. This system is heavily influenced by light exposure, especially sunlight. During daylight, the brain promotes alertness, while darkness signals the release of hormones like melatonin that prepare the body for sleep. Circadian rhythms regulate sleep timing, metabolism, body temperature, energy levels, and hormone production. Irregular schedules, late nights, and excessive artificial light exposure can disrupt this rhythm and reduce sleep quality, which means staring into your phone at 2:37 a.m. while watching conspiracy videos narrated by Truthhammer77 may not be helping your nervous system.